Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm truly grateful. So many channels you could be watching. You're watching, man. I almost ruined my life over here in the Philippines by making the biggest mistake an expat can make. And I just want to talk about that today. Maybe I can help somebody. Maybe you can relate to this. But raise your hand if you're an expat and you moved abroad, whether it's to the Philippines or wherever you moved to, because you wanted a fresh start, a new beginning, a do-over. See, I wanted to leave everything behind that was causing me undue stress or worry and even pain. No unnecessary bills, no debt, no toxic relationships of any kind. What else do we try to run from? We want a new beginning with. Money was no longer going to be a thing of, money problems were going to be a thing of the past. I wanted more money. What else? I'm an impulsive type of individual. I didn't want any type of impulsive behavior. I wanted that to change. But it's easier said than done. See, the biggest problem was wherever I go, there I am. See, if my thinking didn't change, my behavior certainly wasn't going to change. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. See, we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the building of our home over here in the Philippines. And it was then that I started to look back and kind of reevaluate my last 4 years. And I was well on my way to building the same life over here that I was running from over there. And to me, that's the biggest mistake an expat can make. We don't want to do that. We want a new beginning. We want a fresh start. But a lot of us think the minute we get off the plane, we're going to leave our problems behind. No. I'm my biggest problem. So I had to change. There were some drastic changes that had to be made. Or I was just going to be the same miserable mofo over here as I was over there. What made me think about this was bills make me stressed. And over in America, where I'm from, there's no shortage of bills. They keep coming, whether you're working or not, whether your money's coming or not, the bill's going to keep coming. So I said, this second time around, I don't want any bills. And I'll be damned, when I built this house, which really was, it wasn't impulsive behavior, but it was. And I'm going to explain that to you. Because I say it's not, because this was a dream of mine to build a house over here. Because in all the 13 years I've been coming back and forth, I didn't have one hollow block in the ground. So I said I was going to do it. I didn't know when, I didn't know where. But at the time I did it, it was impulsive because I didn't have the money. So it created bills. So I went with my gut. I said, well, this is probably going to be the only time I'm going to be able to do it. So I gave him $6,000 down on a $20,000 home. And a lot of you are listening like, man, that's no money. Yeah, a lot of money over here, even for me. But the minute I gave him that and he started working on it, now I got to come up with the other $14,000. And I got to come up with it in a certain amount of time, man. I didn't sleep a lot at night. It started to remind me of that 30-year mortgage over there. They used to keep me up at night. I'm wondering, like, how in the world am I going to pay for this? How in the world am I ever going to be able to make payment after payment after payment for 30 years? But I started worrying, man. Even though this was money that I saved. And then by that time, see, my YouTube channel was monetized. So it was money coming in, but just that pressure that I put on myself, man. I said I wasn't going to do it, and I'd be damned if I didn't do it. So not only did it create a bill, because once that $6,000 is up, he's asking for $6,000 more. But there's debt now because I owe him $14,000. See, I hired an engineer I didn't jackleg this, man. I couldn't afford to. This was all I had. But the number two, the two of the main things I tried to avoid, I created. Bills and debt, man, right off the top, man. But even before that, I said I didn't want toxic relationships of any kind. Man, the minute the plane landed in 2009, when I started coming over here, I was getting into toxic relationships. Without, getting serious with women that I knew nothing about. Investing in women I knew nothing about. It was that on-the-job training sort of thing that we all do over here. Man, I was well on my way, man, to being just as miserable here as I was over there, man. I had to make some changes, man. I had to make them quick. Over the last couple of years, man, I've done a 180. And that's why I want to talk about this today, guys. You have to start making some changes, hopefully, before you even get here. The Philippines is going to change the way you look at life, but it's not going to change your behavior. If you're an impulsive gambler there, you're probably going to be an impulsive gambler here. If you like fancy cars and clothes and stuff there, you're probably going to like them over here. See, I said I wanted more money, but I'd be damned if I didn't go out and just spend 1 million pesos on a house. 1 million pesos that I didn't have. And I see guys doing other things. Jewelry, cars, trucks, all kinds of things. I almost ruined my life over here by making the biggest mistake that I believe an expat can do. We're looking for a new beginning. We want to start over. We made some mistakes back there. But I'll be damned if we don't come over here and start repeating the same damn mistakes. I got bored. So what did I do? Remember I said money problems was going to be a thing of the past. I got bored and I tried to buy excitement. Instead of creating it, I tried to buy it. And after going to all the places, Boracay, Bohol, all the places, Bintan Island so many times, Comodes Island, you name it, I went to there. If it was in, the Visayas or Mindanao. I haven't done too much traveling up in Luzon. And I spent a lot of money doing that because that money adds up when you're gone 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And remember, you still got bills that you're still paying, a lot of us over there. So yeah, I almost ruined my life over here, man. These toxic relationships over here, man, they damn near ruined me. They damn near cut my new life short before it even got started. But I was told that our problems, we think, are basically our own making. So I thought that I was going to magically come over here and be a new man. But no, it took some work. Some of this stuff was immediately. I was able to change immediately. But some of it I just have to deal with a day at a time. And so are you. But yeah, man, whatever problems you got over there, you may want to fix them first before you get over here. Because they're not magically going to disappear. And I know it sounds crazy, but it doesn't, guys. Because most of us think that all we have to do is leave our present circumstances and things are going to get better. And in due time, they will. But remember, wherever you go, there you are. A lot of us were the problem over there, to be honest with you. It's easy to blame people, man. But what I had to realize when I got over here was if I didn't make some changes, drastic changes, I was going to be miserable over here, the same miserable mofo over here as I was over there. So all that impulsive behavior, it's almost gone. I think everything out now. All that bad diet that I had over there, I think about things now before I put them in my mouth. Sometimes I be craving ice cream, craving chocolate. I just give it to the kids, man. I let them eat extra so I don't have to do it. These relationships, man, I have to remind myself, a lot of times, it's just going to be a different face, Calvin. or a different body, but it's going to be the same thing. You're just going to be starting over. The money problem, man, the boredness, that boredom I'm telling you about, eventually it's going to pass if you sit still long enough. And a lot of times boredom is not boredom. You have to learn to relax. But yeah, man, I was on my way to ruining my life over here, man. I'm glad that I was able to stop and evaluate something I was taught when I stopped drinking, to do an inventory. It's really what I did. And I was like, man, you running into what you were running from. You got to do something different. So when I built that guest house, believe it or not, this before I even admitted to this on camera. When I built that guest house and even the gate, oh, it was different. It was going to be on my terms. I could drag that out as long as I want. That was not going to be a worry. That was not going to be a bill. It was going to get done when it got done. See, I force myself to save money now. Because this house, paying for this house, man, it blew my load. I was completely broke, man. You know, and here I am over here, 8,000 miles from home. Anything could have happened. It's unnecessary worry, man, that I was creating for myself. So now I'm just chill, man. You know, whenever we go to the malls and stuff like that, very seldom do I buy myself anything because I don't need anything. I'm living a simple life over here. I'll buy Merlin some stuff. I'll buy the kids some stuff. But mostly it's what we need. Because I want a new life, man. That's what I want. I don't want the same life I had over there, 8,000 miles from home. Can anybody feel me, man? Expats, I think this is why, you see a lot of people, they come over here to the Philippines for a while, then they move somewhere else, or they move back home, and they'll blame it on the Philippines. But it's not the fault of the Philippines or the Filipino people. We're the problem. We didn't change. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I just like to talk about things that are really going on in my life, man. It's raining like heck out there. I can't go out there. I don't even have internet, believe it or not. I don't even know how long it's going to take to upload this video using data. We haven't had internet in 3 or 4 days now. The weather pattern is from that low pressure area up in Luzon, and I mean it's been raining cats and dogs for almost a week non-stop. They've canceled school, and just from raining and stuff, man. It's not a whole lot you can do over here. I'm not complaining. I'm adjusting. So if you're in America, I don't know what time this is going to come up, but if you're watching, whether you sleep, whether you're awake, when you're out there going about your business and you see somebody out in the street that's struggling, that may need some help, help them. It's not that big of a deal. Buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars, give them a good word, a shoulder to cry on. If you're in the Philippines, it's about 4 p.m. We still got a couple of hours before midnight. You still got a couple of hours to go out and intentionally help somebody. Not a day goes by I don't help somebody over here, man. There's no excuse not to help somebody over here. We'll do our 1,000 peso pandemic giveaway drawing tonight as we do every Friday night. I missed one Friday, and I tell you, it's eating at me. But I got to let that go, like I had to let a lot of things go. I didn't come over here to worry. I didn't come over here to stress. I didn't come over here to get in toxic relationships. I didn't come over here to get broke. I want a new life, but it begins with me. From the inside out. The Philippines has changed my way, the way that I look at life, but it's not going to change you. You got to change yourself. You're responsible for that. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.